Emma, and welcome to the Cheshire and Wirral Partnership NHS Foundation Trust Involvement Recovery and Wellness Centre YouTube channel. I am absolutely really pleased to be with you today to do a mindfulness, stretching and breathing exercise. I hope you may be aware that mindfulness is a really useful technique if applied and practiced regularly to help ease the symptoms of anxiety, stress, depression and fatigue. So today what we're going to be doing is something called mindful stretching and breathing. So this practice helps you to bring you out of your mind, out of any thoughts that you may be having, perhaps thoughts about the past and the future. So these might be worries that you might be having, or things you might be worrying about that might happen in the future, and it helps you to be in the present moment, to reconnect back with your body in this present moment. So your emotions and feelings are often felt in your body, right through your body, without you actually knowing fully what is happening. So you might not be fully conscious or tuned in or aware of how stressed you are, perhaps, or how anxious you might be feeling, or how sad you might be feeling, or happy, or any emotion. So it's really useful to become far more aware of your body and those emotions, and learned and have the skill of recognizing what types of emotions that you may be feeling, and how you actually feel that in your body, what sensations usually come up for you when you're having that feeling, and what can be passing through your mind as well. So mindful stretching and breathing, like other mindful body movement techniques, is also, it's very much about you connecting with your body, and very much bringing an attitude towards that practice of honouring your body, of an attitude of gentleness towards your body, of kindness, of looking after it, accepting how it is right now, right here in this moment, and a lot of compassion towards yourself and your body. So bringing that attitude towards a practice. So rather than judgment or criticism, so perhaps wishing your body was different, or your life or emotions were different than they were, and just accepting them as they are, and also honouring the body. This is a vehicle that carries you through life and is with you through life. So looking after it and honouring it, so not being aware and not pushing yourself hard and pushing your body to any sorts of limits which will put it through strain. So it's very much mindful stretching is to connect you with your body like that. So just one last thing before we go into this. Mindful stretching and breathing meditation exercise does involve a series of gentle standing or sitting stretches, so please remember to take good care of your body. If you have any health problems, or any problems with your back, or any other health difficulties, please first listen to the instructions without following them, and then think very carefully about whether you should do that activity or not, or any of the other practices described. So feel free to skip any that those you might feel are too difficult for you, that perhaps you're beyond the limits of your body, and just simply imagine yourself doing that exercise instead of actually doing it. So without further ado, let's start mindful stretching and breathing. So first, find a place where you can safely stand or sit in order to do this stretching and breathing exercises. Be mindful of finding somewhere that's safe, So if you're standing, make sure you've got a mat, something underneath, and be mindful about your safety in the environment. And if you'd rather sit, make sure that you've got a nice comfortable cushion, and you're warm enough so you will feel comfortable whilst doing these stretches. So first, if you're standing, stand with your feet about hip distance apart, with your knees unlocked so that your legs can bend slightly, and with your feet parallel, pointing forwards. It's actually quite unusual to stand like this, so you might notice some novel bodily sensations that you perhaps not felt before. If you're in a chair, just take that time to sit in an upright and quite relaxed position. Be mindful of your posture and tilt your chin slightly forward. Rest your hands on your lap or wherever it feels comfortable for you, and then put your feet firmly onto the ground so you feel quite stable and secure in yourself. So next, remind yourself of the intention of this practice, to become aware as best you can of any physical sensations and feelings throughout the body as you engage in this series of gentle stretches, honouring and investigating the limits of your body in every moment as best you can, letting go of any tendency to push your body beyond its limits, to either compete with yourself and your expectations of how hard you should push yourself, or compete with others around you. Just be mindful of your own space and tune in with the needs of your own body. Then on an in-breath, slowly and mindfully start to raise your arms out into the sides, raising them slowly and mindfully until your hands are above your head. As you do this, feel the tension in the muscles as they work to lift the arms and maintain them in the stretch. Then as you let the breath move in and out freely at its own pace, continue to stretch upward with your fingertips, gently pushing towards the sky, your feet firmly planted on the ground. Feel the stretch in the muscles and the joints of your body, and feel it in the feet, the legs, up through your back, your shoulders, your arms, your hands and your fingertips. Notice any sensations in your body as you hold that stretch. Of course, this might be some sort of tension or discomfort, and if so, just be open to that as well and just be mindful of it. Then when you are ready, slowly, very slowly, on the out breath, allow your arms to come back down. Lower them slowly with the wrists bent so that the fingers point upwards and the palms are pushing outward, until your arms come back to rest along your sides, hanging from the shoulders. Allow your eyes to close gently and focus attention on the movements of the breath and the physical sensations and feelings throughout your body as you stand or sit here. Perhaps noticing the contrast in the physical sense of release and often relief associated when you return to that relaxed position. Next, continue now by mindfully stretching each arm and hand up in turn, as if you were picking fruit from a tree that is just out of reach, with full awareness of the sensations throughout your body and of your breath, and see what happens to the extension of your hand and to the breath if you lift the opposite heel off the floor while stretching up at the same time. Next, slowly and mindfully bring that arm down and relax your heel back onto the floor, and then do the same with the opposite arm on the opposite side of your body. So slowly push that arm up as if you're stretching to reach an apple out of a tree and you can't quite reach it, and then lift the heel up on the opposite side of the body, and then gently bring that back down to rest and drop your heel back down. Next, slowly and mindfully raise both arms up high, keeping them parallel to each other, and then allow your body to bend over as if the left of your body forms a big curve that extends sideways from your feet right through your torso, arms and hands and fingers. And then on the in-breath, come back to the centre. And on the out-breath, slowly bend over to the opposite direction. And on the in-breath or the out-breath, wherever you are, returning to a central standing position, allow your arms to come down slowly until they are hanging loosely alongside your body. Now you can play with rolling your shoulders while letting your arms dangle passively. First, raise both your shoulders upwards towards your ears as far as they will go, and then backwards as if you were attempting to draw your shoulder blades together. Then let them drop down and squeeze your shoulders together in front of your body as far as they will go, as if you were trying to touch them together with your arms just left to dangle. Continue rolling through these various positions as smoothly and mindfully as you can, with your arms dangling all the while, first in one direction and then in the opposite direction in a forward and backward rolling motion. Then, once you have rested back into that relaxed standing or sitting posture again, play with slowly and mindfully rolling your head around in a semicircle. First of all, moving the chin down towards the chest, letting it hang there, but not forcing it at all. And then moving the head over to the left hand side, so the left ear drops down onto the left shoulder. Then slowly moving the head over to the other side, forwards rolling until the right ear comes to rest on the right shoulder, and then moving the head down towards the chest again. And when you are ready, reverse the direction of this movement to roll it in the opposite direction. And finally, at the end of this sequence of movements, just remain still for a while in a standing or a sitting posture, and tune into the sensations of your body and the effects of these stretches and how it feels on your body. Before moving on to the rest of today, and hopefully this mindfulness exercise has made you feel a bit calmer, a bit more peaceful, and more tuned into your own body and connected with its needs. And hopefully you can have benefited from this and take this mindful exercise, this mindful awareness of your own body and your own sense of tension and tension release, calmness back out into the day as your day continues. thank you for joining us. This is Anne and Eve, and my name is Emma. Thank you for joining us at the Cheshire and Wirral Partnership NHS Foundation Trust Involvement Recovery and Wellness Centre and our stretching and breathing mindfulness session for today. Please do take good care of yourself, and we all wish you all the absolute best going forwards.